So, hello everyone, welcome to listen our group presentation. Today we are going to present the digital addiction among teenagers in China, causes and solutions. Our group members include Sun Hangzhuang, Ma Zeheng, Liu Zihan, Zhang Hengshuo, Song Xuhao, Jiang Jianing, Shi Kaijie. So we choose this topic because digital technology has become a very important part of teenagers' daily lives. Smartphones, social media, online video, and games are now everywhere. For many teenagers, using digital devices is no longer just a hobby, but something they rely on every day. According to the China Internet Network Information Center in 2024, over 93% of teenagers in China are internet users, and their average daily internet usage exceeds 6 hours. This shows how deeply digital technology has entered teenagers' lives. So, however, while technology brings the convenience and entertainment, excessive use can also lead to serious problems. One of the most concerning issues today is digital addiction, which affects teenagers' health, learning ability, and social relationship. So, in today's presentation, we will focus on understanding this issue and discussing how it can be addressed. So let's jump to the first part, the introduction. So the digital addiction can be defined as a compulsive and excessive use of the digital technology that negatively affect an individual's physical health, mental well-being, academic performance, and social interactions. Among the teenagers, and the addiction usually appears in the form of the excessive gaming, continue use the social media, and watching online videos. So, in China, digital addiction among teenagers has become increasingly serious. One important reason is the intense academic pressure faced by students. Many teenagers use the digital entertainment as a way to escape the stress, relax, or gain temporary satisfaction. In addition, peer pressure and the fear of the missing out also encourage the teenagers to stay constantly connected online. So the Chinese government has already taken steps to control the digital addiction, such as the limiting gaming time for mirrors, real name register, and the anti-addiction system. So, however, despite these measures, digital addiction continues to grow. This shows that digital addiction is not a simple problem that can be solved by rules alone. Instead, it's a complex issue involving the psychological, social, educational, and technological factors. Therefore, the purpose of our presentation is to analyze the causes and the effects of the digital addiction among the teenagers in China and to propose possible solutions involving the schools, families, and the government and the society. In the following parts of our presentation, we will first discussing the causes of digital addiction, then examine the effects, and finally suggest the practical solution to promote the healthier and more balanced digital use.
Okay, the next part is cause, external factors. Today, I want to talk about digital addiction, a problem many young people face today. Firstly, technology is very easy to use. Smartphones are everywhere, and Wi-Fi is always available. We can go online anytime, anywhere with almost no factor. Secondly, social media makes the problem worse. Many people are afraid of missing out, also called FOMO. We care too much about likes, comments, and followers. This can make us feel stressed and unstable. Thirdly, many apps and games are designed to be addictive. They send us information, rewards, and suggestions that make us want to keep scrolling or playing. Besides this, personal problems like study stress, loneliness, or family pressure can make people rely on their phones. So, digital addiction is not just about weak self control, it's caused by technology, social pressure, and personally stress. We should be more careful with how we use our phones and learn to how control our skin type. The next is internal and environmental factors. Today, I want to talk about a part of digital addiction that people often ignore: the reason inside ourselves and the environment around us. Apps and the internet attract us, but our feeling and daily life often push us to use our phone more. Firstly, let's talk about the internal reason. Many people, especially students, feel a lot of pressure. Schoolwork, exams, and stress can make us tired and unhappy. For some people, the online would become a way to escape when we feel bored, lonely, and stressed. Using our phone makes us feel better for a short time. Slowly, a digital world becomes a safe place, and real-life problems are easier to avoid. Next, let's look at the home environment. In, in some families, parents are very busy. They may not have enough time to watch or guide their children's phone use. If there are not clear rules or talks about screen time, children may spend more and more time on their phones. Using the phone then becomes a mundane activity. Now, let's talk about school. Many schools don't teach enough about healthy technology use. Schools focus a lot on grades and exams, but students are rarely taught how to use the internet in healthy ways. We learn many subjects, but we don't learn how to control screen time or notice skins or addiction. We, we are gain knowledge, but not taught how to manage it. When we put these reasons together, the problem becomes clear. A student may use games or social media to deal with stress. At home, there may be no rules to help them stop. At school, no one teaches them how to use the technology wisely. Over time, digital addiction can slowly grow. This is not about blaming anyone. It's about understanding the problem. Digital addiction comes from people stress, family environment, and local education. If we understand this, we can find better solutions. Thank you.
The next part, I would like to talk about the effects of excessive internet use on physical and mental health, especially among young people and students. In today's digital age, the internet has become an essential part of our daily lives. We use it for learning, communication, entertainment, and social interaction. However, when internet use becomes excessive or poorly managed, it can lead to serious consequences for both physical health and mental well-being. I will explain these effects in two parts. First, let's look at the effects on physical health. One of the most common problems caused by excessive screen time is insufficient sleep. Many people use their phones or computers late at night, which delays bedtime and reduces overall sleep duration. In addition, prolonged screen use often leads to eye strain, including dry eyes, blurred vision, and headaches. Another physical issue is what we often call neck. This problem is caused by poor posture when people look down at their phones or laptops for a long period of time. Over time, this posture places pressure on the neck and spine, leading to chronic neck pain and muscle tension. Secondly, excessive internet use often encourages a sedentary lifestyle. When people spend long hours sitting in front of screens, they reduce the time spent on physical activity. This lack of movement increases the risk of obesity, back pain, and even heart diseases in the long term. For students, this also means less participation in outdoor activities and sports, which are important for overall physical development. The third physical effect related to blue light exposure. Screens emit blue light which can interfere the body's natural biological clock, also known as the circadian rhythm. This disruption affects sleep quality and makes it harder to concentrate during the day. As a result, students may experience reduced attention and lower academic performance in the classroom. Now let's move on to mental health effects. One major issue is dependence on the internet for stimulation. Maybe many people become attached to constant online entertainment, such as short videos, games, and social media. This creates a craving for instant gratification, making it difficult to focus on tasks that require patience and sustained attention, such as studying or reading. Another serious concern is the impact of social media comparisons. On social platforms, people often present idealized versions of their life. When users constantly compare themselves to these unrealistic images, it can lead to low self-esteem, body image anxiety, and feeling of inadequacy. This effect is especially harmful to teenagers, which are still developing their self-identity. Research also shows that disconnection from the internet can trigger negative emotional reactions. According to data from the China Youth Research Center in 2023, 37% of middle school students experience anxiety or loneliness when they are disconnected from the internet. This finding highlights how emotional dependence on online connectivity has become a serious psychological issue among young people. Finally, online environments can expose individuals to cyberbullying and social inclusion. Negative comments, online harassment, or being left out of digital social groups can significantly worsen mental health conditions such as anxiety and depression. Unlike traditional bullying, cyberbullying can occur at any time and place, making it harder for victims to escape. In conclusion, while the internet provides many benefits, excessive and uncontrolled use poses serious risks to both physical and mental health. Issues such as poor sleep, physical inactivity, anxiety, low self-esteem, and emotional dependence remind us that healthy internet habits are essential. Therefore, it is important for individuals, families, schools, and society to promote balanced internet use, encourage offline activities, and raise awareness of digital well-being. Only by doing so can we ensure that technical serves us rather than harms us.
My name is Song Xu Hao. Next, I will report to you the third part of our research, the impact of digital education on teenagers' studies and families. First of all, let's take a look at the academic aspect. The most direct impact of digital education is that it takes up a lot of study time. Many teachers can't help watching videos, playing games, and even looking at their mobile phone while doing homework when they should focus on their studies. This multitasking model will actually be seriously distracting, resulting in a significant decrease in learning efficiency. Secondly, addictive behavior can cause serious procrastination and time management problems. Many children know that they should do their homework and review, but they always want to watching it for a while and play games another. As a result, their homework is often delayed until late at night, and they can't even finish it. In the long run, the grades will naturally decline, and more seriously, this may directly affect their opportunities to go to school and even their future career development. Next, let's talk about family relationship. Digital education is not only a personal problem, it is quickly eroding the warmth of the family. Many families now have such a thing. A family sits together, but each looks at his mobile phone and the dinner table is silent. Screen time is encroaching on the time that originally belonged to parent-children communicational, making family communication superficial and fragmented. fragmented. And when parents try to restrict their children's use of the internet, it often causes fears, conflicts, and confrontation. Children will feel understood, untrusted, and even rebellious. Parents will feel powerless and anxious. This kind of opposition is not only not conducive to solving the problem, but also destroys the foundation of trust between parents and children. What's more worrying is that long-term immersion in the virtual world will make teenagers emotionally alienated from their families. We often say we live under the same roof, but live in different worlds. This state of being together but isolated has made many families lose their true emotional communication connection. To sum up, the impact of digital education on academics and family is far-reaching and two-way. It not only weakens the learning motivation and future competitiveness of teenagers, but also shakes the emotional foundation of the family. And this problem often cannot be solved by quitting the network alone, but requires a common understanding, guidance, and report the family, school, and society.
Now I would like to move on to the effects on social behaviors, which can be divided into three main aspects. The first aspect is social isolation. With the increasing use of social media and digital platforms, many people are spending more time interacting online than in real life. While online communication allows people to stay connected easily, it often reduces the need for face to face interaction. As a result, some individuals begin to lose interest in offline social activities, such as meeting friends in person or participating in social events. Over time, this can lead to weaker communication skills, including difficulty expressing emotions, reduced confidence when speaking with others, and discomfort in social situations. In the long run, social isolation may also affect mental well being and make it harder to build meaningful relationships. The second aspect is behavioral confusion. Social media platforms are filled with online trends, influencers, and viral content that strongly shape users' behavior and attitudes. Although these influencers provide positive guidance, others promote unhealthy behaviors or unrealistic lifestyles. When individuals do not think critically about what they see online, they may copy these behaviors without considering the real world consequences. For example, people may feel pressure to follow extreme beauty standards, engage in risky online challenges, or spend money irresponsibly in order to fit in. This constant exposure can blur the line between online entertainment and appropriate real-life behavior, leading to confusion in person values and decision-making. The third aspect is skill deficits. Excessive time spent online can reduce participation in group activities, team projects, and volunteer work. These experiences are important for developing key social skills such as cooperation, empathy, leadership, and problem solving. When individuals rely mainly on online interactions, they may miss opportunities to practice these skills in real life settings. As a result, They may struggle to work effectively in teams, communicate clearly with others, or take responsibility in social situations. Over time, this lack of real world experience can have negative effects on academic performance, career development, and overall social competence. In conclusion, although social media and digital technology bring many advantages, overuse can have negative effects on social behavior. Social isolation, behavioral confusion, and skill deficits are three major challenges that may arise. Therefore, it is important for individuals to use social media responsibly and maintain a healthy balance between online activities and offline social interactions. Actively participating in real world social activities can help stronger communication skills and support long term personal growth.
And then is a solution. Now I would like to talk about the solution to digital addiction, focusing on the education, the family, society, and individual support. And then the digital addiction has become a serious issue, especially among the teenagers. Excessive screen time can affect the students' mental health, academic performance, and family relationships. Therefore, solving this problem requires effort from the schools, families, the governments, and individuals. The first solution for the education and schools. Schools play a very important role in shaping students' habits. One effective solution is to launch the digital wellness courses. These courses can educate the students about the dangers of the internet and the gaming addiction, such as poor concentration, anxiety, and sleep problems. In addition, schools should teach time management skills and responsible internet use. Students need to learn how to balance online activities with studying, exercise, and social interaction. When students understand the risk and learn self control, they are more likely to develop the health digital habits. And second is for the family. Family, especially the parents, have a strong influence on children's digital behavior. The parents should actively engage in their children's digital lives and set a responsible screen time limit. And does not mean strict punishment and clear the rules and the guidance. The parents can also organize more screen time activities, such as the family dinners, and outdoor games or shared hobbies. These activities help stress parent-children communication and emotion connection. Moreover, the parents should set a good example for regulating their own internet use. If parents are always on their phones, the children may copy their behavior. Finally, the parents can use the parental control apps as an anxiety to monitor the usage, and communication should always come first. Next, solution for society and the government. Governments and enterprises also have important responsibilities, and they can suggest existing policies such as limiting game time for minors and using real-time registration system. These policies help reduce exhaustive online gaming among the young people. The technology companies can also introduce the feature like screen time reminders, content filtering, and digital break function. These tools encourage users to take break and become more aware on their online behavior. And then alternative activities and individual support. To reduce dependence on digital devices, society should promote offline activities such as support, music, art, and volunteer work. These activities not only reduce screen time but also improve the physical and social skills. In addition, organized digital dotex company and outdoor team building activities can help young people reconnect with the real world and build behavior lifestyles. Finally, the mental health support is essential. Schools should provide counseling services to teach students coping skills for stress and emotion problems. For those experiences anxiety, depression, or their serious issue caused by addiction, and professional mental health support is necessary. So I want to say in conclusion, digital addiction cannot be solved by one group alone. It requires joint effort from schools, family, governments, and individuals. We combine education, supervision, and alternative activities, and mental health support. We can help young people build a healthier relationship with technology.
Hello everyone, today we have been diving deep into the issue of digital addiction, and now we are at the conclusion of our presentation, where we are wrapping up the core idea, key takeaway, and our vision for the future. Let's start with our core view. Digital addiction is far away from just a present lifestyle problems. It's a composite issue that touches social, psychological, and even national level. Thinking about it, when we are talking about something being uh, addicted, their phone or the internet is easy to brush off as they just can't put it down. But the reality is so much bigger. Socially, we face contextual pressure to stagnate from group chat that demand immediate relapse to social media's ideas score of updates. Psychologically, tech companies design apps with addictive future, like indie fit and push notification that tap into our brain review systems and national level. Low digital literacy readily leave many people, especially younger people, unable to navigate the online world critically. All these lowers make digital addiction a systemic challenge, not just a person free. Next, let's break down the key summaries we are covered. First, the cause are the uh, delivers. We have the easy accessibility of device. Almost everyone has a smartphone in their pocket now. Then there are social pursuit to be online, addictive. Beside the tactics from each frames and a lot of digital literacy and let me many don't know how to use the internet mindfully. Second, the harm are widespread and comprehension. Digital addiction take a toll on physical health, from eye strain and poor sleep to the secondary lifestyle. Academically, it discharges students from study, leader to lower grade and reduced force. It strain family relationship when we are glued to screen instead of talking to loved one, and it's hard our social interaction. We may have hundreds of online friends, but stronger with face-to-face conversation. But but it's not a break because we are found the key to solving the problem. Um, collaborative effort. No single group can fix the digital addiction alone. A school needs to teach digital literacy, helping students understand how to use technology responsibility. Families should set screen time rule and model healthy internet happy at home. Government can create regression to limited addictive decide in-app and fund digital literacy progress. And entrepreneurs, especially tech company, have a response to prioritize user well-being over uh, idleness management, like a dating future that remain user to take a break. Only when all these parts work together can we make real progress finally. Let's talk about our automation. We don't want to reject technology. After all, it's powerful driver or grass and innovation. Our goal is to make technology work for us, not against us. We want to cultivate uh, generation say our generation to use internet in a healthy and rational way to learn, to connect, to create, but not to be consumed. If we can do that, we will build for the digital future where technology enhance our life, not diminishes them. Thank you.